was too subtle. I meant Shax.
Well, I thought you turned on Danny O'Doherty at that point.
I would sooner sell my grandmother to slavery than say anything negative about Mr. Sir Lord Danny O'Doherty.
Well, be that as it may, we have Shax and Little Miss Roxxy at the Riverside for North Wrestling I'm Tapped. A real buzz around North Wrestling at the moment, as you've seen on our Facebook page, as you have seen and heard from our erstwhile general manager Andrew Bowers. We're going to have a North champion soon. Exciting times. If you're going to join us at Let the Cannons Fly, you're going to be part of history. You're going to watch the first ever North Wrestling champion be crowned in that ring.
You will be able to tell your grandkids you were there when Danny O'Doherty became the first. Oh, I've spoiled it. We have to re-edit that.
Well, like us on Facebook, North Wrestling, and as we reveal the participants in the scramble match for the North Wrestling Championship, you will know first. At the moment, Danny O'Doherty not a part of that, but tonight, Danny O'Doherty, his meal ticket in the ring against Shax, and Little Miss Roxxy taking control early with an armbar. Shax straight back in there. Shax is dangerous as she is technical, as she is good in that ring, and immediately grounding the Spitfire Little Miss Roxxy. But Little Miss Roxxy, with using her legs, obviously she is a trained pole dancer. Moves like this are extra effective when Little Miss Roxxy is the one behind them.
Nice escape there from Shax. However, Shax's whole shtick, being the circus, the outer limits of her own mind, that's all fair and good, wrestling a normal wrestler. Look at Little Miss Roxxy. She is someone who does not care about conventions.
Little Miss Roxxy, all the Little Miss Roxxy cares about, I would argue, is Little Miss Roxxy. And I think that's how her and Danny O'Doherty become such great friends. Kindred spirits.
Oh, and the flexibility on site there. Look at that. Houdini's got now. Oh, Houdini would know how to get kicked in the head.
Little Miss Roxxy can bend 7 ways from Sunday, and she shows it in the ring and has incorporated it in an offense, but she's not going to get much chance to use it if Shax has her way. Huge front drop kick, taking Little Miss Roxxy into the corner, and a jawbreaker quickly turns the tide once again for Little Miss Roxxy. We talk about this arrogant streak that she's got, this chip on her shoulder, but for all of that, she is, every single time I see her, she's getting better and better and better.
Well, the reason why Roxxy has such a boulder on her shoulder is the fact that, to many, she is Northeast women's wrestling.
And it's hard to be humble when, in the words of Little Miss Roxxy, you're perfect in every way.
Oh, what a lovely sentence.
Little Miss Roxxy now taking control over Shax with a huge suplex.
Look how happy she is with it.
Do you know what? I think the combination of her and Danny O'Doherty is going to pay dividends down the road. Two people who, regardless of their attitude, really do know how to rent places in people's heads and get the job done. Little Miss Roxxy and Danny O'Doherty could quite easily become the North Power couple if they so chose to. And a win over Shax would go a long way to sorting that. Cross-body springboard variety. Shax has knocked down Little Miss Roxxy.
But not for long.
Both ladies back up, and Little Miss Roxxy burying knees into the chest of Shax. Spinning neck breaker, taking her down. Excellent move from Little Miss Roxxy's repertoire. Little Miss Roxxy, this is a real bee in her bonnet that she has with Shax. 2 count from Little Miss Roxxy. This is a real bee in her bonnet. She needs to get this win over Shax to move on here at North Wrestling. Because
what is a bee in a bonnet?
A bee in the bonnet well, you don't want it. A bee in a bonnet is
Oh, I see.
It bounces around the bonnet, it causes a noise, causes frustration, irritates the person attempting to drive. Perfect metaphor.
Speaking of annoying, using the ropes to her advantage.
Little Miss Roxxy.
She hasn't got a lot of weight on her, but she does know the ring better than Shax knows the inside of her own head, or whatever wacky thing she thinks. She says, I want to cover it. Oh.
Shax is familiar with a 3-ring circus. A 4-sided ring is something that she can incredibly show off in. Little Miss Roxxy taking control over Shax.
Snapmare into...
There she is. She's using those legs again.
Great advice.
This incredible triangle reverse choke, pulling back on the arms. Using those really powerful legs that Little Miss Roxxy's got to rip and tear at the tendons on the shoulders of Shax. But Shax using incredible ring presence. Oh, and here we go. Here we go.
Danny assisting the ref there. Okay, nice.
Danny O'Doherty was not assisting the ref. Keeping the foot on the ropes would have meant a rope break. That's a rope break!
That's a rope break, a rib break, a
face break, and everything break. A beautiful lung blower from the second rope by Shax nearly puts away Little Miss Roxxy. It was a DQ win that Shax got over Little Miss Roxxy last time they were here together at the Riverside. A pinfall or a submission is going to go a long way to establishing Shax as potentially the new face of North Wrestling. Potentially. Big right hands by both ladies.
Asian blows. There's the Carlin. Apparently they're sponsored. Now Shax coming back.
Huge series of strikes by Shax. Little Miss Roxxy, though, immediately back in control. I've noticed that Shax keeps starting his momentum.
Oh. Sunset flip. Oh no. Rise of Doom. And already two. And roll up. Another roll up. And another roll up.
Round and round we go. Little Miss Roxxy and Shax, neither of which are establishing dominance in these last moments of this match. In the last few moments of this match, I should say.
Drop kick.
Huge missile drop kick by Shax.
They have missiles at the circus? Maybe the Moscow one.
We can call it a human cannonball drop kick.
Oh, Tom with the line of the night already. And got the snapmare driver. No. Snapmare roll up. Setting her up for. Oh my God!
Double knees knocks down Little Miss Roxxy for a 2 count.
And that probably had a bizarre name like, I don't know.
That looked like the kiss of. That looked like the kiss of death to me.
Doggy on the ropes.
Oh, we might be about to have a kiss of death right here. Mind out.
Stop the match.
He's got red stripe breath. I wouldn't go near him, Shax.
Nothing wrong with that.
Danny O'Doherty, why has he got a chair? This isn't his match. He needs to get off the ring apron. Oh, Little Miss Roxxy using that split-legged kick and then a lung blower. A backcracker, I should say.
Yes, it is. That's a code breaker. Danny O'Doherty told me that was the name of the move.
Wait, look at this. Danny O'Doherty.
No, Roxxy, don't argue with Danny.
We've got a malfunction at the junction here. Little Miss Roxxy and Danny O'Doherty disagreeing over.
What? What's happening?
They're arguing over how to beat Shax.
Oh.
Danny O'Doherty's got a steel chair.
It's trouble in paradise. Oh, sorry. Little Miss Roxxy's going to bonk Shax with it.
Little Miss Roxxy's decided she's going to follow Danny O'Doherty. Wait a minute!
Oh, no!
Little Miss Roxxy just brained Danny O'Doherty! Kiss of death by Shax!
Oh, no!
And Shax has pinned Little Miss Roxxy!
Here is your winner, Shax!
What a victory for Shax!